Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another Quick Hands episode. I'm Teo, and if you don't already know, I do play live casino poker at a competitive level. You guys, some of you are a little confused. You may think that I'm playing full-time at the moment. I'm not playing full-time, but that doesn't stop me from playing competitively, and that's where we're at. We're continuing on with the challenge here. I'm trying to make it to 10K for the first quarter of 2018. So far, we're a little bit behind our mark, and it's going to be really tough to get to $10,000. I mean, with poker, anything can happen. You can go on an upswing. I mean, I've had like $20,000 upswings where I can make that amount of money playing like 2-5 in about like a 3-week stretch. So some of these things happen. And I've had them in the past, you know, like $10,000 stretches, $20,000 stretches. So it's not like 10,000 is like completely out of the question. It's totally possible. So it's just a matter of catching like a really strong heater, and we could totally turn things around. But at the moment, if we realistically try to aim for something, I'm going to aim for 5,000. Okay. We're going to see what happens. We are playing 2-5. We're Niagara. And this is one of the quick hands. Pocket twos, man. Pocket twos never lose. We're on the button. We got 750 in front of us. It's 8-handed. E1 goes to 15, and he is semi-loose regular. You know, going to 15 is kind of like not so standard in these cash games. If you're playing 2-5, it's more of a standard bet to go to 25 or 20. So seeing kind of a $15 bet, you know, I've seen this before. Coming from more recreational players, it just means that their hand is a little weaker. But when it comes from a regular, I kind of, you know, I tend to respect it. So 3 callers behind, and now I decide to flat, and the big blind also completes. So another key thing here is that the small blind and the big blind weren't really putting in squeezes, and it just makes our hand that much more profitable to play. And again, man, we're on the button. We got pocket twos. We got a pair. It's a good time to go for multi-way action, right? So I'm going to see what happens. Deuce 5-10. Rainbow. So the big blind checks, and E1 goes to 35. Folds around to me, and I decide to call as well. No reason to get fancy here. I mean, man, it's such a such a rainbow board. There's nothing out there. No straights really, and it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. Big blind calls. And we go 3 ways to the turn. King offsuit on the turn. And it goes check, check. At this point, it's a clear bet. And I go for 110. Big blind now folds. And I really would have liked him to play because he was playing pretty loose and definitely stationy against me post-flop. Me particularly. And we used to play at Woodbine together. And he always said, like, I don't know, Teo, man, you always get the better of me. I always lose to you. So I guess he's always trying to make some money back somehow. But anyways, he folds. So I'm a little disappointed there that he didn't bump the action. But E1 decides to call. Heads up to the river. Jack offsuit on the river. And now he checks. And I decide to bet 265. Really trying to get as much as I can from that pot. And trying to make it look as bluff heavy as possible. Except our opponent now moves the stack all in. This is where it gets so crazy. Like, what do you guys do, man? Like, what do you do? What I'm thinking is on the turn, if he's got a set, he's always betting. Why would this guy even check? There's 3 guys in the hand. He's not going to take the risk to let me check back on the turn if I'm on a draw. You know what I'm saying? So if he's got a set of any sort, then he's going to bet that. And I don't think that he's going to go chasing for a freaking gut shot. Like, can he really have ace queen in the spot? It's so unlikely. I don't think he's going to c-bet with a hand like ace queen with so many players on the flop. So that's kind of where I stand in the hand. And it just doesn't make sense. Like, if he got there with jacks, like, man, all right, you got there with jacks, good for you. But the bet on the turn is actually going to take away all the equity that he gains on the river because he's not going to win a pot big enough to make that $110 call profitable. So I decided to call anyways, and he had pocket jacks. And I flip over my pocket deuces, and he's like, sorry, man. And I'm just like, well. So anyways, he takes that one down. So I guess pocket deuces do lose sometimes. The whole pocket deuce never lose well. Didn't work out this time. Let's hop into hand number 2, the hand that you guys been waiting for, the clickbait, the quads hand, pocket 5s. We're in middle position. We got $1,000 in front of us. It's 8-handed. I open for 20. M2 3 bets to $70, and this is his first 3 bet. We've been playing for about 30 minutes or so, maybe 30 minutes to an hour, and he's been kind of snug, hasn't really done anything too crazy, hasn't gotten out of line. So I really got to respect this 3 bet, and I'm not gonna, go out of my way to do anything silly. And if it gets back to us, I'm just gonna call. Folds back to us, and I do decide to call. Heads up to the flop. 3 ace 5 rainbow. You know what I like to say here? This is what dreams are made of. And we flop a set. I check, he bets 60, and I call. Laying the trap. 5 offsuit on the turn. This is an absolutely brilliant card. This is amazing. Now I got to keep my composure, man. I can't get excited. I can't let anything kind of like screw up the hand. So I don't want to give off any tells. Check to him again, and he bets 110. I decide to call. 8 offsuit on the river. Another beautiful card. I go for another check. And now he bets 200. He bets 200 blacks. It's 2 blacks, not 200 blacks. 200 in blacks. And now I jam. I jam all in, maybe 20 seconds after he bet. 30 seconds. Remember, I said not to insta jam all in, so took my time this time. And he thinks, and he thinks, and he thinks for about maybe 20 seconds. And now he calls. Flip over our quads. And he kind of looks at it, kind of like, yeah, couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it, man. He couldn't believe it. But what's weird is that later in the session, he said he had pocket 8s that hand.
Oh, really, fool?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about pocket 8s, man. I don't know about pocket 8s. I think that he probably just had a hand like ace queen or ace king. Most likely ace king. Because hand like ace king doesn't look that bad on that board. You know what I mean? It's like a 3-bet pot. The board paired. Harder for me to have a set because the quads, right? But I had quads. So that was the hand, and we're on track. We're getting some money. We're up a little more. And yeah, we're on our way, man. We're on our way to getting that 5K mark for 2018, Q1 2018. And that's how she goes. So 2-5 has been successful. Those are just 2 hands of like the previous session that I put in. And yeah, wait for the next vlog. And hopefully we're going to continue this good run and wake up with a good profit. Because we're going to play well. And hopefully you guys are going to play well as well. You watch this video, maybe you get excited and you do want to play some poker. You want to drive out to your casino and do grind it out. If you're grinding out the 1-3, 2-5, write some hands. Let me know of something crazy that might have happened. Maybe you guys won like a giant pot, or maybe you made a crazy sick hand like a royal flush or something like that. Anyway, comment below. Let me know what your craziest, biggest hand was that you got most money out of. Because most of the time, it's like you hit one of these huge hands like a royal flush or a straight flush or quads, and nobody pays you off. But we were lucky enough to get absolute maximum value this time, so can't be more happy than that. Anyways, like, subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'd like to catch you on the next one. See ya.